Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm on my bike currently, and I had 45 minutes of cardio to do today. Doing it fasted in the morning. It's around like 10 a.m. right now. Doing a mini cut right now, so cardio fasted plus like the supplement stack that I take increases you know, it increases lipid, pretty much it increases fat burn when you do it fasted compared to fed when you take certain supplements. I'm not saying that I'm like pharmacology supplements, like no unnatural substances, but there are supplements that you can take that will increase fat burning because of certain hormones that they release and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get too far deep into it, kind of like to gatekeep that because I think it works personally. But yeah, 45 minutes of cardio fasted. Yeah, and I just wanted to get on here and talk, A, because it makes cardio go by quicker, and B, because I had something to talk about. And I was going to make a TikTok about it, but I had a feeling that TikTok was going to be really long, and so I was like, it's going to be longer than 5 minutes. Might as well make a YouTube video out of it. So, doing cardio, I'm just going to talk. Hopefully it doesn't disturb you that I'm like kind of out of breath the entire time. If it does, I'm sorry. My apologies. But yeah, so I just want to get on here and talk while I was doing cardio, because yeah, it makes cardio go by quicker. Have you ever like while I'm at the gym, if I'm training with someone and I have to do cardio after my workout, doing cardio with someone who's like talking the whole time, oh my gosh, it goes by so quickly. Even like calling someone is good while they're doing cardio, makes it go by quicker, in my opinion at least. But just gotta make sure that my heart rate stays constant, which it is, so I'm chilling. But yeah, so pretty much what I wanted to talk about was I had seen like this like video, and it was saying like people that I know like personally. So if they're watching this, I don't really care, whatever, fuck it. So people that I know personally, people that I used to work with in the bodybuilding space. So they were talking about like just bodybuilding, how it takes up a lot of your time, and how it's pretty much 24/7, which in my opinion, I think that every sport is 24/7. Even when I was playing high school sports, when I was in season, be in class, if I had a game, I'd be thinking about the game, or whenever the next one was. Whether it's days, weeks, I'd be thinking about it. And if you're close to me, you played sports with me, played soccer with me, you would know that on just regular season games, on the bus ride home, if we had lost, I would cry sometimes, like literally, because I'm just competitive. And yeah, I mean, that game could have meant literally nothing, but I would be on the bus sometimes after a loss. All my teammates would be, doing their thing, and I would just cry, because I'm like, yeah, how did we lose that? But yeah, I've always been, pretty emotional, and passionate about things. Even though my personality, I'm very hot-headed, arrogant, some would say. But realistically, I'm very passionate, and I just don't really carry myself like that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. But people, close to me, like I said, probably already knew that. But yeah, pretty much they were going on about how bodybuilding takes up a lot of your time, which I disagree with, because I think every sport, at least mentally, not physically the same way that bodybuilding does, but mentally, athletes, you're probably thinking about your sport and training and practice and your teammates and your next game, the next match, the next meet. Like, you're thinking about it. That's just how I was. So, talking about how bodybuilding takes up all of your time, and I agree. I mean, it takes all of my time pretty much, but I'm not complaining about it. God has, pushed me in this direction, and has, showed me this sport for a reason. So, my bad, I just keep checking my... No! I actually just ended it. Fuck! Oh, well. Alright. But yeah. I just keep checking my heart rate because, I gotta keep it... Yeah, it's good. But, yeah. They're talking about how bodybuilding takes up a lot of your time, all of your time. And, whether it's going out to the grocery store, getting steps in, training, sleeping, eating, supplements, hydration, recovery, body work, blood work. It's the whole 9 yards. It takes up a lot of your time. So they're talking about it, and one of them said, "Oh, well, when you're bodybuilding, the scale has to always kind of dip towards bodybuilding," which I agree with. And he said, "Well, although realistically, there is life outside of bodybuilding." And I don't know, cause just like, I don't know, hit a nerve in me a little bit, cause for some, what are you talking, Siri? What are you saying? Whatever. For some, it's a little bit more than that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lifestyle, it's a sport, but some people, it is their life. They sacrifice a lot for it, and they put that first before anything. And I get it, because if you want to be good at something, great at something, it needs your full attention. And then pretty much everything comes after. I mean, I think about just the men in my family. My grandfather, he had a big time job at Lockheed Martin, and he pretty much, I remember my Nana, my sister, and I, we were playing Slapjack. I don't know if you know what that game is. It's a card game, and whenever a jack pulls up in the deck, you gotta slap it. And for the first one to slap it, you pretty much win that round. And whoever has the whole deck wins. So, we were playing that, and I remember slapping the ground very hard, and my pop was in the basement on phone calls, on business phone calls, doing, working. And this was towards the end of his career. He was retiring soon, but his career was his passion. It was the reason why he woke up in the morning. It was the reason why he provided for his family that way. He it was his entire life. He did not, like, it was his entire life. So, remember, we would slap the ground, and it would make a sound. And I remember my pop coming upstairs, and my pop's a very even keel guy, very chill, doesn't really let his emotions get to him, at least anger. But I've never seen him raise his voice, never seen him get real mad, realistically. So I remember him coming upstairs and yelling at all of us, saying for us to please stop. And I remember the look in his eyes. It was just straight passion, and it was anger at us. But realistically, that's his career. That's his job. It's the reason why we're in this home right now. Not this home, but my grandparents' home. It's the reason why we're in this home right now, and we're playing this game in a safe home. So obviously, we respected him, and we stopped, and we just did something else. But I remember that because it was the first time, and the only time in my entire life, in 20 years that I've been alive, that I've seen my pop react like that. It's because he was obsessed with that. It was his life. And he now lives, he retired early, and he lives a great life now. Him and my nana do whatever they want, whenever they want. Like, they live a great life. And even with my dad, I see it too, with his job. He's an engineer, and it's the same thing. And yeah, like, some people, they have a thing, whether it be bodybuilding, work, their career, religion, that they just obsess over. And that is their passion, their purpose, and the reason why they wake up in the morning. And it's the reason why they may toss and turn at night. And when I hear someone say, "Oh, there's life outside of bodybuilding," he used to coach me. So when he would say that to me, I would think, okay, no, no, I want to do this. I'm not saying that I'm going to be Mr. Olympia, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm going to take bodybuilding as far as I possibly can. And I want a coach that's beside me that doesn't put that kind of belief where it's, oh, there's more to bodybuilding. No. Bodybuilding is your life. Everything else comes after. And I feel like it's that mindset that creates people who win. And winning's forever. If I were to place an overall at a show, let's say, 2027 overall at a show, 2026 overall at a show, that is forever. That win is forever. It will be on, NPC online, maybe, I think, as an amateur, and it'll be forever. It will literally be forever. Winning is forever. So when I hear that people are saying, oh, there's more to life than bodybuilding, some people, like me, there's no other life than bodybuilding. I've sacrificed romantic relationships with women, friendships, family events, jobs, college, school, and other things that I've sacrificed for the sport and for my passion for the sport. And you may say, oh, bodybuilding's your life. Like, you're a loser. It makes you a loser. And what I gotta say to that is, if this is losery, so be it. Literally, so be it. This is losery, so be it. The thing is that my results right now, they don't matter. They don't matter at all. But I keep putting my best foot forward because eventually, when I step on a stage, I take an overall win, then it'll matter. Then everyone would say, oh, we believe in you. We believed in you. We knew you would do it. We believed in you. I didn't get that support before when I was a loser for trying. But it's that win that'll last forever, bro. It will be forever. I'm not gonna go in some textbook. I'm not gonna be a legend. But that win is forever. And to be fair, family, friends, jobs, relationships, it's all temporary. It's all temporary. What's forever is winning. And if you don't have that mentality, I don't understand how you can be great or be good at anything. People say, oh, you need balance. You need balance in life. No, like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that whatsoever. I have goals of mine that I want to achieve. If something does not align with these said goals, why would I... Alright, I'm done cardio officially. If something does not align with my goals, why would I entertain it? Why would I go out and do it? You say that my lifestyle is losery, yet people my age are out drinking, oh my gosh, probably 4, maybe even 5 days out of the week. Which, my life is losery. I don't know what yours is. Why? Because I'm not in school? Whatever. So be it. I've got other plans. That's the other thing. People will see that you're doing something different with your life. They won't understand it. They will get insecure because they don't understand it. And they may dismiss you or disrespect you, quite frankly, because they don't understand what you're doing. They don't need to understand, though. Like, bodybuilding is already such a niche thing that no one even knows about, to the point that if they see someone trying to, I don't know, pursue it or, make a career out of it, it won't make sense to them, which I completely understand. You don't have to get it. You don't have to. It's not my job to make you understand it, because I understand it. I understand why I do it. A lot of people would think that I do it for vanity, that I do it because I like the attention, which makes sense, quite frankly. It makes sense. But realistically, it's the mental, physical, spiritual embetterment of myself that I lead every day. Every day, I'm just getting better. And every cardio session, every meal, every training session, every sleep, I'm getting better. It's small, but it's doing something. I always say in bodybuilding, there's always another dragon to slay too. Because there's always something that you can improve on. And this sport gives you a lot of discipline. Definitely gives you a lot of discipline. I've needed to pretty much isolate myself completely for what I want to do. I have a small circle of friends that I know support me and my endeavors, and I appreciate them a lot. And my family is in my corner, even though they don't really get it, they don't understand, but they're in my corner. They support me still, so thankful. I thank God for that. Going back to bodybuilding and vanity, yeah, I do understand it. Quite frankly, I do kind of post on social media for vanity. I could say that it's because I want to build my business or inspire people, which people do say that I have, which is gives me a lot of intrinsic what is it? Intrinsic reward, I guess you could say, and also an extrinsic reward because I'm inspiring and motivating other people, which makes me feel very good. Makes me feel that I'm leading with purpose, and I have people behind me that feed off my energy, and they continue to go with me in my direction, which is really awesome. But I was realized that realistically, most people don't care about what I post online, which is probably why I'll just post this video. Pretty much, maybe as soon as I'm done with it, I'll post it. Even though, I mean, this YouTube channel might just turn into my personal journal, but you see videos like this, and then you see the last video where I'm out with AJ and we're acting like fools, which is fun and all, but realistically, that arrogant version of me is, I mean, that's me, but this is also me, the person who, I don't have to explain myself, but yeah, I think it just kind of ticked me off. I'm rambling, but I think it just kind of ticked me off that people will say stuff like, oh, there's life outside of bodybuilding. To me, there's not, quite frankly. To me, there's not. It's really like, I'd put the Lord first, bodybuilding second, family third, everything else. That's it. That's it. Put the Lord first because without him, he wouldn't have. His plan was to put me in the best into this position where I did fall in love with bodybuilding. And it's insane to think about the process that it took to get here, and people will say, oh, there's life outside of bodybuilding. What if the Lord put bodybuilding into my life because that was my life? And quite frankly, it is. And like I said earlier, if you think that's losery, if you think I should have a life outside of bodybuilding, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think you people that have balance in their lives won't really do much. I don't think you'll really do much. You can have a family. You can love and care for your family. You can have a wife, girlfriend. You can have friends, but I saw on the Pittsburgh Pro, the dude who won the men's physique category said that he missed his daughter's birthday to be at the show. And he won. He's going to go to the Olympia. He may even win the Olympia. I don't really know too much about men's physique. Sorry to the men's physique guys. Even though, quite frankly, I'm not even big enough to be in men's physique. But I'd rather be classic, and quite frankly, I'd rather be open. But that's a discussion for another time. Never really understood the whole goal of classic being the goal. Classic's not the goal. Open's the goal. But that's, like I said, discussion for another time. I'm gonna try and wrap this video up because it's already very long, and I don't want to really do any editing to it. So when I hear that people say there's a life outside of bodybuilding, yes, you should be present in your life. Yes, you should do the important things with your significant other, with your friends. You should do all of that. But for me, if I do go out with friends, I go out drinking, stuff like that, or I can't even say that. I can't say that I do that. If I go out with friends and, I don't know, we have a meal, I'm going to be thinking, I shouldn't be eating this right now. The entire time I'll be thinking, I should not be eating this. Want to know what would be better? The food that's on my plan. The food that I choose to eat every day. And honestly, it's like I'm gonna go see my grandmother today, and I'm gonna bring a meal with me, and she'll say, "Do you want to get food?" And I'll say, "No, Grandma, I have my meal." She'll say, "Oh yeah, right, you eat differently." Yeah, I do. That was another thing that I sacrificed. Family dinners, I just don't really do too much anymore. Unless it's, a holiday and we go out to eat, obviously I'll enjoy myself, If I'm not prepping, I'll go out and I'll enjoy myself. Well, I think the food that's on my plan would definitely be better for me right now. Yes, 100%. The entire time, I'll just be thinking about that. But I try to be present. Because if you think about it, any business owner, any entrepreneur, any person who has ever achieved anything with their lives, when they're out with family, when they're with their girlfriend, when they're with friends, when they're out and about doing stuff that they know that they shouldn't, in the back of their minds, they'll always be thinking about that business, their career, their family, their family, which right now, I'm young, so I don't really have a family of my own. So it's definitely different. I know that that's a different topic. But yeah, I think personally I put bodybuilding, second over everything. And you may call that losery. Honestly, it might be losery. It'll be losery until I actually get results. It'll be losery until I actually place well. It'll be losery until I do the things that I say I'm gonna do. Until then, you're right. Until then, it is losery. You'll be right 99% of the time. And there'll be one time and you're not. And you'll say, "Oh, we believed in you." Okay. Definitely. You definitely did. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. Because my life is definitely all bodybuilding, and I base my entire life around bodybuilding. And I feel like that's what people who want to be good, want to be great at something do. They don't talk about having balance or any kind of work-life balance or anything like that. Because even when they are with their families, let's say they have a work-life balance, when they're in their everyday life, they're thinking about work, thinking about their jobs, thinking about their career, especially if they're very career-oriented. They're thinking about that. People who are scholars, they do well in school, they'll be out with friends and they'll be thinking about school. They'll be thinking about studying, they'll be thinking about their next exam. That's people who want to do well. They want to excel and do well. I think it's a propaganda that people say there's more than life. There's more to life than bodybuilding. No, bodybuilding is my life. Bodybuilding is my life. And if I want to take it as far as I can, and if I want to even be slightly good at it, it needs to be. So I'm gonna wrap this up. It's already been 30 minutes and cardio's already been done. I need to get a meal in me. I'm hungry. So, alright, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I'm honestly not even sure if I'm gonna post this or not. It's very personal. So if you made it to the end of the video and you didn't think that I was a little bitch for talking like this, thank you. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe for more content, possibly like this and other videos. Check out the other videos on my channel. Check out my Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. All right, peace. Have a good one. Peace.